Hey guys, this week's video was not what I had planned, but because I've been feeling far more stressed and overwhelmed than I like, I thought I would take this as a good opportunity for me to share with you why it is that I'm doing what I'm doing and ultimately remind myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. For the past 3 weeks since I've published my first video, I had no idea it would be this stressful and overwhelming. When you start pushing content out in the world, you can't help but start thinking, hey, do people like this? Is this what they want to see? What do they think of it? Is it good enough? Am I even creating content that's meaningful for the world? And when I caught myself going down this rabbit hole of thinking more from what other people wanted, I realized I was starting to let the external pressure of me wanting to be a certain way, me wanting to live up to other people's expectations, me not wanting to let other people down. I started letting these things take over the real reasons of why I decided to start this YouTube channel. And I know in my first video I briefly talked about it. I briefly talked about how I wanted to share all things that inspire me in hopes of encouraging you to embark on your own self-discovery journey. Growing up, I've always had a really strong desire to help other people, but I never knew to what capacity because, like I mentioned, I didn't know who I was and what I wanted, so how could I in turn help other people? But now that I have a much better understanding of who I am and the things that I value, I chose making videos and creating content as my medium of choice to get my message out there in the world. So the first reason for why I'm doing what I'm doing is for you guys. But while that is the case, while I am doing this for others, I need to remind myself that I'm not doing this for... I need to remind myself that I'm not doing this for the approval or for the validation from other people. I'm doing this as much for other people as I am doing it for myself, which brings me to my second point of why I'm doing what I'm doing. For someone who has avoided responsibility like the plague, I've spent the majority of my life just kind of flitting around, not doing much, thinking a lot, but actually overthinking a lot. Like so much is firing at all times. Seriously, so much is going on at all times, but these thoughts rarely, seldom transfer to actually doing anything. So this is my attempt at proving to myself that I can indeed pick one thing and stick with it through till the end. That hey, if you really put your whole heart into something, maybe you will really achieve things you've only dreamt of achieving when you're younger. Which brings me to my third point. Like I said before, I'm using this as a creative outlet to, you know, kind of balance that work life. What really gets me going is the business side of things, is the business side of this world, of this universe, of content creators and platforms like YouTube and the relationship brands and influencers have. When any market or any industry or any platform becomes oversaturated, I believe there is plenty of room for innovation. So take something like YouTube. It's been around since 2005. There's millions of videos being posted every day. But of all the videos being posted, what are the intentions behind these videos being posted? Are they to help other people? I don't know. I would say no for most of them. And I feel like there's a lack of quality content that is easily digestible, but at the same time educational, informative, and is good for your soul and is promoting good values. Where do I see myself fitting into this? I don't know yet, but things that I'm thinking about. Again, this was to let you guys know what's going on in my head and what part of this whole process that I'm right now. As I'm sure you guys can tell, there's still plenty of thinking that I need to do, and this whole thinking thing will go on for the rest of this journey. And that's why I decided to start filming and start doing as I think, so that I'm just not thinking and negating the doing. While there are many things that I am unsure of with, you know, where I'm at right now, where I want to be, what are my goals, there are a few things that I am very sure of. I want this channel to be an extension of me, of all the things that I believe in, of all the things that I value. I will never compromise my values and my beliefs to, you know, get clicks or to get exposure, like wearing a bikini to get likes. I don't know. Is the first thing that came to my mind. I want to be as real and honest and transparent as possible with this whole process, which is why I started my blog. Again, it is more of an afterthought for the videos that I create. For example, I will address questions and comments, and I will give myself constructive feedback for what I wish I did differently or what I'm gonna do differently moving forward. And it'll be a space for me to kind of document my journey from a more, I guess, business perspective of steps I'm taking to try to get to where I want to go. So check it out, and I hope you enjoyed my rant of the week. Thank you.